Soldier?
Soldier.
What an uproar.
Ugh, they're disputing about their religion.
Why do they dispute about their religion?
They're always doing it.
It seems a little ridiculous to dispute such things, but...
How beautiful is the Princess Salome tonight?
Prince Naraboth, look at the moon. How strange the moon seems. She's like a woman rising from a tomb. She's like a dead woman. You would fancy she was looking for dead things.
She has a strange look. She's like a little princess who wears a yellow veil and whose feet are of silver.
Yes, the moon is like a woman who is dead. She moves very slowly.
How beautiful is the Princess Salome tonight, huh?
You are always looking at her. You look at her too much. It's dangerous to look at people in such a fashion. Something terrible may happen.
She's just so beautiful tonight.
You must not look at her. You look too much at her. Look at the moon.
The Tetrarch has a somber look.
Yes. He has a somber look.
Oh, he's looking at something.
Oh, he's looking at someone.
And who is he looking at?
Oh, I can't tell.
Herodias has filled the cup of the Tetrarch.
I know. Oh, hello, boys.
Hi.
Is that the Queen Herodias? She who wears a black mitre sewn with pearls, and her hair is powdered with blue dust?
Yes, that is Herodias, the Tetrarch's wife.
The Tetrarch is very fond of wine. He has wine of 3 sorts. One which is brought from the island of Samothrace and is purple like the cloak of Caesar.
Oh, I have never seen Caesar.
And another, which comes from a town called Cyprus and is yellow like gold.
I love gold.
And the third is a wine of Sicily. That wine is red like blood.
The gods of my country are very fond of blood. Twice in the year, we sacrifice to them young men and maidens. 50 young men and 100 maidens. But it seems we never give them quite enough, for they're very harsh to us.
Well, I tell you, in my country, there are no gods left. The Romans have driven them out, right? There are some who say that they've hidden themselves in the mountains, but I don't know. I don't believe it. 3 nights, I'll tell you. I've been on the mountains seeking them everywhere. I didn't find them. And at last, I called them by their names, and they didn't come. I think, come here, I think they're dead.
Oh, you know, the Jews worship a god that you cannot see.
Oh, I cannot understand that.
I don't know. In fact, they only believe in things that you can't see.
That, to me, seems altogether ridiculous.
After me shall come another mightier than I. I am not worthy so much as to unloose the latchet of his shoes.
Ugh, this guy.
When he cometh, the solitary places shall be glad. They shall blossom like the lily. The eyes of the blind shall see the day, and the ears of the deaf shall be opened. The newborn child shall put his hand upon the dragon's lair. He shall lead the lions by their manes.
Be silent! God. He is always saying ridiculous things.
Oh, no. He's a holy man. He's very gentle, too. Every day, when I bring him food to eat, he thanks me. Class act.
Who is he?
A prophet.
What is his name?
Yochanan.
Whence comes he?
From the desert, where he fed on locusts and wild honey, and he was clothed in camel's hair, and round his loins he had a leathern belt. He was very terrible to look at. Well, a great multitude used to follow him. He even had disciples.
What is he talking of?
We can never tell. Sometimes he says terrible things, but it's impossible to understand what he says.
Come here. May one see him?
She... No.
Oh.
The Tetrarch has forbidden it.
The princess has hidden her face behind her fan. Oh, her little white hands are fluttering like doves that fly to their dovecocks. They are like white butterflies. They are just like white butterflies.
What is that to you? Why do you look at her? Stop looking at her. Something terrible will happen.
What a strange prison you have.
It is an old water cistern.
An old cistern. Oh, it must be very unhealthy.
Oh, no. For instance, the Tetrarch's brother, his elder brother, the first husband of Herodias the Queen, was imprisoned there for 12 years. Didn't kill him. At the end of the 12 years, he had to be strangled.
Strangled? Who dared to do that?
Oh, that man yonder. Naaman!
Oh, he wasn't afraid to kill a man so powerful?
Oh, no. The Tetrarch sent him the ring.
What ring?
The death ring.
Ooh.
So he was not afraid.
Yet it is a terrible thing to strangle a king.
Why? Kings have one neck, just like everyone else.
Well, I think it's terrible.
Princess rises. She's leaving the table. She looks very troubled. She's coming this way. Oh, yes, she is coming towards us. Pale she is. Never have I seen her so pale.
Do not look at her. I pray you not to look at her.
She is like a dove that has strayed. Oh, she is like a narcissus trembling in the wind. She is like a silver flower.
I will not stay there. I cannot stay. Why does the Tetrarch look at me all the while with his mole's eyes under his shaking eyelids? It is strange that the husband of my mother looks at me like that. I know not what it means. In truth, yes, I know it.
You have just left the feast, princess.
How sweet. The air is here. I can breathe here. Within there are Jews from Jerusalem who are tearing each other in pieces over their foolish ceremonies, and barbarians who drink and spill their wine on the pavement, and Greeks from Smyrna with painted eyes and painted cheeks and frizzed hair curled in twisted coils, and silent, subtle Egyptians with long nails of jade and russet cloaks, and Romans brutal and coarse with their uncouth jargon. Ugh! How I loathe the Romans. They are rough and common, and they give themselves the airs of noble lords.
Will you be seated, princess?
Why do you speak to her? Oh, something terrible will happen, please.
How good to see the moon. She's like a little piece of money. You would think she was a little silver flower. The moon is cold and chaste. I'm sure she's a virgin. She has a virgin's beauty. Yes, she is a virgin. She has never defiled herself. She has never abandoned herself to men like the other goddesses.
The Lord hath come! The Son of Man hath come! The centaurs have hidden themselves in the rivers, and the sirens have left the rivers and are lying beneath the leaves of the forest. Oh.
Who was that who cried out?
The prophet, princess.
The prophet? He of whom the Tetrarch is afraid.
Oh, well, we know nothing of that, princess. It was the prophet Yochanan who cried out.
Is it your pleasure that I bid them bring your litter, princess? The night is fair in the garden.
He says terrible things about my mother, does he not?
Oh, we never understand what he says, princess.
Yes, he says terrible things about her.
Princess, the Tetrarch prays you to return to the feast.
I will not go back. Is he an old man, this prophet?
No, princess. He is quite a young man.
You cannot be sure. There are those that say he is Elias.
Who is Elias?
Very ancient prophet of this country, princess.
What answer may I give the Tetrarch and your mother from the princess?
Rejoice not, thou land of Palestine, because the rod of him who smote thee is broken. For from the seed of the serpent shall come forth a basilisk, and that which is born of it shall devour the birds.
What a strange voice. I would speak with him.
I fear it is impossible, princess. The Tetrarch does not wish anyone to speak with him. He's even forbidden the high priest to speak with him.
I desire to speak with him.
I'm very sorry, but it is impossible, princess.
I will speak with him.
Would it not be better to return to the banquet?
Bring forth this prophet.
We dare not, princess.
How black it is down there. It must be terrible to be in so black a pit. It is like a tomb. Did you not hear me? Bring out the prophet. I wish to see him.
Princess, I beg you, do not require this of us.
You keep me waiting.
Princess, our lives belong to you. But we cannot do what you've asked of us, and indeed it is not of us that you should ask this thing.
Ah, Naraba, my young Syrian prince.
Oh, what is going to happen? I am sure that some misfortune will happen.
You will do this thing for me, will you not, Naraboth? You will do this thing for me. I have always been kind to you. You will do it for me. I would but look at this strange prophet. Men have talked so much of him. Often I have heard the Tetrarch talk of him. I think the Tetrarch is afraid of him. Are you, even you, also afraid of him, Naraboth?
Ooh, I fear him not, princess. There is no man I fear. But the Tetrarch has formally forbidden that any man should raise the cover of this well.
Naraboth, you know that you will do this thing for me. And tomorrow when I pass in my litter by the bridge of the idol buyers, I will look at you through the muslin veils. I will look at you, Naraboth. And maybe I will smile at you.
Let the prophet come forth. The Princess Salome desires to see him. No.
Oh, how strange the moon looks. You'd think it was the hand of a dead woman who is seeking to cover herself with a shroud.
Where is he? Where is he whose cup of abominations is now full? Where is he who in a robe of silver shall one day die in the face of all the people? Bid him come forth, that he may hear the voice of him who hath cried in the waste places and in the houses of kings.
Of whom is he speaking?
You can never tell, princess.
But where is she who have seen the images of men painted on the walls, the images of the Chaldeans, limned in colors, gave herself up unto the lust of her eyes, and sent ambassadors into Chaldea?
It is of my mother that he speaks.
No, princess.
Yes, it is of my mother that he speaks.
Where is she who gave herself unto the captains of Assyria, who have baldricks on their loins and tiaras of divers colors on their heads? Where is she who hath given herself to the young men of Egypt, whose bodies are mighty? Bid her rise up from the bed of her abominations, from the bed of her incestuousness. Though she will never repent, but will stick fast in her abominations. Bid her come, for the fan of the Lord is in his hand.
But he is terrible.
Do not stay here, Princess. I beseech you.
It is his eyes, above all, that are terrible. They are like black lakes, troubled by fantastic moons. Do you think he will speak again?
Do not stay here, Princess. I pray you, do not stay here.
How wasted he is. He is like a thin ivory statue. He is like an image of silver. I am sure he is as chaste as the moon is. His flesh must be cool like ivory. I would look closer at him.
Who is this woman who's looking at me? I'll not have her look at me. Wherefore does she look at me with her golden eyes under her gilded eyelids? I know not who she is. I do not wish to know who she is. Bid her begone. It is not to her that I would speak.
I am Salome, daughter of Herodias, princess of Judea.
Back, daughter of Babylon, come not near the chosen of the Lord. Thy mother hath filled the earth with the wine of her iniquities, and the cry of her sins hath come up to the ears of God.
Speak again, Yochanan. Thy voice is wine to me.
Princess!
Speak again, Yochanan, and tell me what I must do.
Daughter of Sodom, come not near me, but cover thy face with a veil, and scatter ashes upon thine head, and get thee to the desert, and seek out the Son of Man.
Who is he, the Son of Man? Is he as beautiful as thou art, Yochanan?
Get thee behind me. I hear in the palace the beating of the wings of the angel of death.
Princess, I beseech thee to go within.
Angel of the Lord God, what dost thou here with thy sword? Whom seekest thou in this foul palace? The day of him who shall die in a robe of silver has not yet come.
Yochanan,
Who speaketh?
Yochanan, I am amorous of thy body. Thy body is white like the lilies of a field that the mower hath never mowed. There is nothing in the world so white as thy body. Let me touch thy body.
Back, daughter of Babylon! By woman came evil into the world. Speak not to me. I will not listen to thee. I listen but to the voice of the Lord God.
Thy body is hideous.
Ah,
It is like the body of a leper. It is like a whitened sepulchre full of loathsome things. It is horrible. Thy body is horrible. It is of thy hair that I am enamored, Yochanan. It is like the cedars of Lebanon, like the great cedars of Lebanon that give their shade to the lions and to the robbers who would hide themselves by day. The long black nights when the moon hides her face, when the stars are afraid, are not so black. There is nothing in the world so black as thy hair. Let me touch thy hair.
back, daughter of Sodom. Touch me not. Profane not the temple of the Lord God.
Thy hair is horrible. It is covered with mire and dust. It is like a crown of thorns which they have placed on thy forehead. It is like a knot of black serpents writhing round thy neck. I love not thy hair. It is thy mouth that I desire, Yochanan. It is like a pomegranate cut with a knife of ivory. The pomegranate flowers that blossom in the gardens of Tyre and are redder than roses are not so red. There is nothing in the world so red as thy mouth. Let me kiss thy mouth.
Never, daughter of Babylon, daughter of Sodom. Never.
I will kiss thy mouth, Yochanan. I will kiss thy mouth.
Princess, Princess, thou who art like a garden of myrrh, thou who art the dove of all doves, look not at this man, look not at him. Do not speak such words to him. I cannot suffer them. Princess, do not speak these things.
I will kiss thy mouth, Yochanan.
The young Syrian hath slain himself. The young captain has slain himself.
No.
He has slain himself who was my friend. I gave him a little box of perfumes and earrings wrought in silver, and now he has killed himself. Did he not foretell that some misfortune would happen? I, too, foretold it, and it has happened. Well, I knew that the moon was seeking a dead thing, but I knew not that it was he whom she sought. Oh, why did I not hide him from the moon? If I had hidden him in a cavern, she would not have seen him.
Princess, the young captain has just killed himself.
Let me kiss thy mouth, Yochanan.
Art thou not afraid, daughter of Herodias? Did I not tell thee that I had heard in the palace the beatings of the wings of the angel of death? And hath he not come, the angel of death?
Let me kiss thy mouth.
Daughter of adultery, there is but one who can save thee. It is he of whom I spake. Go seek him. He is in a boat on the Sea of Galilee, and he talketh with his disciples. Bow thyself at his feet, and ask of him the remission of thy sins.
I will kiss thy mouth, Yochanan. I will kiss thy mouth.
I do not wish to look at thee. I will not look at thee. Thou art accursed, Salome! Thou art accursed!
We must bear away the body to another place. The Tetrarch doesn't care to see dead bodies. Well, save the bodies of those who he himself has slain.
Oh, you are right. We must hide the body. The Tetrarch must not see it.
Oh, the Tetrarch won't come to this place. He never comes on the terrace. He's too afraid of the prophet.
Where's Salome? Where's the princess? Why did she not return to the banquet as I commanded her? Ah, there she is.
You must not look at her. You're always looking at her.
The moon has a strange look tonight. Has she not a strange look? She is like a mad woman who is seeking everywhere for lovers. Oh, she is naked, too. She is quite naked. The clouds are seeking to clothe her nakedness, but she will not let them. She shows herself naked in the sky. She reels through the clouds like a drunken woman. Oh, I am sure she is looking for lovers. Does she not reel like a drunken woman? She is like a mad woman, is she not?
No. The moon is like the moon. That is all. Let us go within. You have nothing to do here.
I will stay here. Manessa, lay the carpets there. Light torches. Bring forth the ivory tables and the tables of jasper. The air here is delicious. I will drink more wine with my guests. We must show all honors to the ambassadors of Caesar.
Hail Caesar!
Hail
Caesar!
Caesar!
It's not because of them that you remain.
Yes, the air is delicious. Come, Herodias. Our guests await us. No! Ah! I have slipped. I have slipped in blood. It is an ill omen. It is a very evil omen. Wherefore is there blood here? Ow! And this body! What does this body here? Think you I am like the king of Egypt who gives no feast to his guests but that he shows them a corpse? Whose is it? I will not look on it.
It is our captain, sire. He is the young Syrian whom you made the captain only 3 days ago.
I gave no order that he should be slain.
He killed himself, sorry.
For what reason? I had made him captain.
We do not know, sire, but he killed himself?
That seems strange to me. I thought it was only the Roman philosophers who killed themselves, huh?
Pathetic.
Is it not true, Tigellinus, that the philosophers at Rome kill themselves?
Oh.
Yeah.
There are some who kill themselves, sire. They are the Stoics. The Stoics are coarse people. They are ridiculous people. I myself regard them as being perfectly ridiculous.
I also. It is ridiculous to kill oneself.
Everyone at Rome laughs at them. The emperor has written a satire against them. It is recited everywhere.
Oh, he has written a satire against them?
Yes.
Oh, Caesar is wonderful. He can do everything.
Caesar!
I am sorry the young Syrian has killed himself. I am very sorry. For he was fair to look upon. He was even very fair. He had very languorous eyes. Yeah, I remember that I saw that he looked languorously at Salome. Truly, I thought he looked too much at her.
There are others who look at her too much.
His father was a king. I drove him from his kingdom, and you made a slave of his mother, who was a queen, Herodias. So he was here as my guest, as it were, and for that reason I had made him captain. I am sorry he is dead. Ho! Why have you left the body here? I will not look at it. Away with it! Come!
Okay.
Ready? And lift. Oh my god.
A little faster.
Okay. Oh.
So strong.
Down that way.
Oh, man. Are we going left or right?
Just take it.
The other way. Just the other left.
Don't rip that tunic.
Thank you. Whew, it is cold here. There's a wind blowing. Is there not a wind blowing?
No, there is no wind.
I tell you, there is a wind that blows. Ooh, and I hear in the air something that is like the beating of wings, like the beating of vast wings. Do you not hear it?
I tell you, there is nothing. You are ill. Let us go within.
I am not ill. It is your daughter who is sick. She has the mien of a sick person. Never have I seen her so pale.
I have told you not to look at her.
Pour me forth wine! Salome, come. Drink a little wine with me, huh? I have here a wine that is exquisite. Caesar himself sent it to me. Dip into it thy little red lips, that I may drain the cup, huh?
I'm not thirsty, Tetrarch.
Huh. You hear how she answers me, this daughter of yours?
She does right. Why are you always gazing at her?
Bring me ripe fruits! Salome, come. And eat fruit with me, huh? I love to see in a fruit the mark of thy little teeth. Bite but a little of this fruit, and then I will eat what is left, huh?
I'm not hungry, Tetrarch.
You see how you have brought up this daughter of yours?
My daughter and I come of a royal race. As for thee, thy father was a camel driver. He was also a robber.
Thou liest!
Thou knowest well that it is true.
Salome, come and sit next to me. I will give thee the throne of thy mother.
I'm not tired, Tetrarch.
You see what she thinks of you.
Bring me... what is it that I desire? I forgot. I remember.
Lo! The time is come! That which I foretold has come to pass, saith the Lord God. Lo! The day of which I spoke.
Bid him be silent. I will not listen to his voice. This man is forever vomiting insults against me.
He has said nothing against you. Besides, he is a very great prophet.
I do not believe in prophets. Can a man tell what will come to pass? No man knows it. Moreover, he is forever insulting me. But I think you are afraid of him.
I am not afraid of him.
Oh, I know you are afraid of him.
I am afraid of no man.
No, I tell you, you are afraid of him. If you're not afraid of him, then why do you not deliver him to the Jews, who for 6 months have been clamoring for him?
Truly, my lord, it were better to deliver him into our hands.
Please.
Yes,
Oh,
my
yes,
lord,
please.
consider.
Enough on this subject. I have already given you my answer. I will not deliver him into your hands. He is a holy man. He is a man who has seen God.
That cannot be. There is no man who hath seen God since the prophet Elias.
No one knows if Elias the prophet did indeed see God. Peradventure it was but the shadow of God that he saw.
God is at no time hidden. He shows himself at all times and in everything. God is in what is evil, even as he is in what is good.
It may be that the things which we call good are evil, and the things which we call evil are good.
Thou speaketh truly, God is terrible. But this man hath never seen God. No man hath seen God since the prophet Elias.
Make them be silent. They weary me.
But I have heard it said that Yochanan himself is your prophet Elias.
That cannot be. It is more than 300 years since the days of the prophet Elias.
There be some who say that this man is the prophet Elias.
Don't encourage them.
I am sure that he is the prophet Elias.
Nay, he is not the prophet Elias.
So the day is come, the day of the Lord, and I hear upon the mountains the feet of him who shall be the Savior of the world.
Oh, what does that mean? The Savior of the world.
Ah, it is a title that Caesar takes. So.
But Caesar is not coming into Judea. Only yesterday I received letters from Rome. They contain nothing concerning this matter. And you, Tigellinus, who were at Rome during the winter, you heard nothing concerning this matter, did you?
Oh, sire, I heard nothing concerning the matter. I was just explaining the title. It is one of Caesar's titles. So.
But Caesar cannot come. He is too gouty. They say that his feet are like the feet of an elephant.
Herod, I would...
Well, also, there are reasons of state.
Yes.
He who leaves Rome loses Rome. He will not come. Howbeit, Caesar is Lord. He will come if he wishes. Nevertheless, I do not think he will come.
It was not concerning Caesar that the prophet spake these words, sire.
Not of Caesar?
No, sire.
Well, concerning whom, then, did he speak?
Concerning Messiahs who has come.
Messiah hath not come.
He hath come, and everywhere he worketh miracles.
Oh, miracles. I don't believe in miracles.
This man worketh true miracles. Thus, at a marriage which took place in a little town of Galilee, a town of some importance, he changed water into wine. Certain persons who were present related it to me. Also, he healed 2 lepers that were seated before the gate of Capernaum simply by touching them.
It was a blind man that he healed at Capernaum.
No, they were lepers. Oh, but he healed blind people also. And he was seen on a mountain talking with angels.
Angels do not exist.
Angels exist, but I do not believe that this man has talked with them.
Well, he was seen by a great multitude of people.
Not with angels.
How these people weary me. They're ridiculous.
There is also the miracle of the daughter of Jairus.
Oh, yes, that is sure. No man can gainsay
These
it.
men are mad. They've looked too long at the moon. Command them to be silent.
What is this miracle of the daughter of Jairus?
The daughter of Jairus was dead. He raised her from the dead.
He raises the dead?
Yes, sire. He raiseth the dead.
I do not wish him to do that. Well, I forbid him to do that. I allow no man to raise the dead. This man must be found and told that I forbid him to raise the dead. Where is this man at present?
He is in every place, my lord.
Every place.
Oh, but it is hard to find him.
It is said that he is now in Samaria.
It is easy to see that this is not
Oh,
Messiah's if he is in Samaria. It is not to the Samaritans that Messiahs shall come. The Samaritans are accursed. They bring no offerings to the temple.
He left Samaria a few days since. I think that at the present moment he is in the neighborhood of Jerusalem.
No, he is not there. I have just come from Jerusalem. For 2 months they have had no tidings of him.
Why is it that we can never
No
agree?
matter.
You'll never listen to me.
Relax, not in front of everyone.
No matter. But let them find him and tell him from me I will not allow him to raise the dead. I mean, to change water into wine, to heal the lepers and the blind, he may do these things if he will. I say nothing against these things. In truth, I hold it a good deed to heal a leper. But I allow no man to raise the dead. It would be terrible if the dead came back.
Ah, the wanton, the harlot. Ah, the daughter of Babylon with her golden eyes and her gilded eyelids. Thus saith the Lord God, let there come up against her a multitude of men. Let the people take stones and stone her.
Command him to be silent.
Let the war captains pierce her with their swords. Let them crush her beneath their shields.
Nay, but it is infamous.
It is thus that I will wipe out all wickedness from the earth, and that all women shall learn not to imitate her abominations.
You hear what he says against me? You allow him to revile your wife?
He did not speak your name.
What does it matter? You know well that it is I who he seeks to revile. I am your wife, am I not?
Of a truth, dear and noble Herodias, you are my wife. And before that, you were the wife of my brother.
It was you who tore me from his arms.
Of a truth, I was stronger. But let us not talk of that matter. I do not desire to talk of it. It is the cause of the terrible words that the prophet has spoken. Peradventure, on account of it, a misfortune will come. Let us not speak of this matter. Noble Herodias, we are not mindful of our guests. Fill thou my cup, my well-beloved. Fill with wine the great goblets of silver and the great goblets of glass. I will drink to Caesar. There are Romans here, eh? We must drink to Caesar.
Yes,
Caesar! Do you not see your daughter? How pale she is.
What is to you, she be pale or not?
Never have I seen her so pale.
You must not look at her.
In that day, the sun shall become black like sackcloth of hair, and the moon shall become like blood, and the stars of the heavens shall fall upon the earth like ripe figs that fall from the fig tree, and the kings of the earth shall be afraid.
I should like to see that day of which he speaks. When the moon shall become like blood, and when the stars shall fall upon the earth like ripe figs. This prophet talks like a drunken man. But I cannot suffer the sound of his voice. I hate his voice. Command him to be silent.
I will not. I cannot understand what it is that he saith, but it may be an omen.
I do not believe in omens. He speaks like a drunken man.
It may be he is drunk with the wine of God.
What wine is that? The wine of God. From what vineyard is it gathered? In what wine press may one find it?
Tigellinus, when you were at Rome of late, did the emperor speak with you on the subject of...
On what? subject, sire?
On what subject? I asked you a question, did I not?
Yes.
I have forgotten what I would have asked you.
You are looking again at my daughter. You must not look at her. I've already said so.
You say nothing else.
I say it again.
And that restoration of the temple about which they have talked so much, will anything be done? They say the veil of the sanctuary has disappeared, do they not?
And it was you who stole it. You speak at random. I will not stay here. Let us go within.
Dance for me, Salome.
I will not have her dance.
I have no desire to dance, Tetrarch.
Salome, daughter of Herodias, dance for me.
Let her alone.
I command thee to dance, Salome.
I will not dance, Tetrarch.
You see how she obeys you.
What is it to me whether she dance or not? It is not to me. Tonight I am happy. I am exceeding happy. Never have I been so happy.
The Tetrarch has a somber look. Has he not a somber look?
Yeah, he has a somber look.
Wherefore should I not be happy? Caesar, who is Lord of the world, who is Lord of all things, loves me well. He has just sent me most precious gifts. Also, he has promised me to summon to Rome the king of Cappadocia, who is my enemy. It may be that at Rome he will crucify him, for he is able to do all things that he wishes. Verily, Caesar is Lord. Thus, you see, I have a right to be happy. Indeed, I am happy. I have never been so happy. There is nothing in the world that can mar my happiness.
He shall be seated on this throne. He shall be clothed in scarlet and purple. In his hand he shall bear a golden cup full of his blasphemies. And the angel of the Lord shall smite him. He shall be eaten of worms.
Uh-oh. You hear what he says about you? He says that you will be eaten of worms.
It's not of me that he speaks. He speaks never against me. It's of the king of Cappadocia that he speaks. It is he who shall be eaten of worms. It is not I. Never has he spoken word against me, this prophet, save that I sinned in taking to wife the wife of my brother. It may be he is right, for of a truth, you are sterile.
I am sterile. I. You say that. You that are ever looking at my daughter. You that would have her dance for your pleasure. It's absurd. I have borne a child. You have gotten no child. None. Not even from one of your slaves. It is you who are sterile, not I.
Peace, woman! I say that you are sterile. You have borne me no child, and the prophet says that our marriage is not a true marriage. He says that it is an incestuous marriage, a marriage that will bring evils. I fear he is right. But it is not the moment to speak of such things. I would be happy at this moment. Of a truth, I am happy. There is nothing I lack.
Oh, I am glad you are so fair a humor tonight. It is not your custom, but it is late. Let us go within, and do not forget that we hunt at sunrise. All honors must be shown to Caesar's ambassadors.
Hail Caesar! Hail Caesar!
What a somber look the Tetrarch wears.
Yes, he wears a somber look.
Salome. Salome. Dance for me. I pray thee, dance for me. I am sad tonight. Yes, I am passing sad. When I came out here, I slipped in blood, which is an evil omen, and I am sure I heard in the air a beating of wings, a beating of giant wings. I cannot tell what they mean. I am sad tonight. Therefore, dance for me, Salome, I beseech you. If you dance for me,
You may ask of me what you will, and I will give it you, even unto the half of my kingdom.
Will you indeed give me whatsoever I shall ask, Tetrarch?
Everything, even the half of my kingdom.
You swear it, Tetrarch?
I swear it, Salome.
By what will you swear, Tetrarch?
By my life, by my crown, by my gods, whatsoever you desire, I will give it you, even to the half of my kingdom, if you will but dance for me. Oh, Salome, Salome, dance for me.
You have sworn, Tetrarch.
I have sworn, Salome.
Do not dance, my daughter.
Thou wilt be passing fair as a queen, Salome, if it please thee to ask for the half of my kingdom. Will she not be fair as a queen? It is cold here. Oh, there is an icy wind, and I hear... But wherefore do I hear in the air this beating of wings? Ah! One might fancy a bird, a huge black bird that hovers over the terrace. Why can I not see it? This bird... The beat of its wings is terrible. The breath of the wind of its wings is terrible. It is a chill wind. Nay, but it is not cold. It is hot. I am choking. Pour water on my hands. Oh, give me snow to eat. Oh, loosen my mantle. Quick, quick, loosen my mantle. No, leave it. It is my garland that hurts me. My garland of roses. Ah, the flowers are like fire. They burn my forehead. Ah! I can breathe now. How red those petals are. They're like the stains of blood on the cloth. That doesn't matter. You mustn't find symbols in everything you see. It makes life impossible. It's better to say that stains of blood are as lovely as rose petals. Better by far to say that. Now I am happy. I am passing happy. Don't I have the right to be happy? Your daughter is going to dance for me. Will you dance for me, Salome? You promised.
I will dance for you, Tetrarch.
You hear what your daughter says. She is going to dance for me. You do well to dance for me, Salome. And when you have danced for me, forget not to ask of me whatsoever you wish. I've sworn it, have I not?
You have sworn it, Tetrarch.
And I have never broken my word. I am not one of those who breaks their oaths. I know not how to lie. I am the slave of my word, and my word is the word of a king. The king of Cappadocia always lies. But he is no true king. He is a coward. Also, he owes me money. Wherefore dost thou tarry, Salome?
I'm awaiting until my slaves bring perfumes to me, and the 7 veils, and take off my sandals.
You are going to dance with naked feet. Oh, 'tis well, 'tis well. Your little feet will be like white doves. They'll be like little white flowers that dance upon the trees. Oh, no. She's going to dance on blood. There is blood spilt on the ground. She must not dance on blood. It's an evil omen.
What is it to you if she dances on blood? You've waded deep enough in it.
What is it to me? Ah! Look at the moon. She has become red. She has become red as blood. Ah, the prophet prophesied truly. All of you heard him, and now the moon has become red as blood. Do you not see it?
Oh, yes, I see it well. And the stars are falling like ripe figs, are they not? And the sun is becoming black like sackcloth of hair. And the kings of the earth are afraid. That at least one can see. The prophet, for once in his life, was right. The kings of the earth are afraid. Let us go within. You are sick. They will say at Rome that you are mad. Let us go within, I tell you.
Who is this who cometh from Edom? Who is this who cometh from Basra, whose raiment is dyed with purple, who shineth in the beauty of his garments, who walketh mighty in his greatness? Ah, wherefore is thy raiment stained with scarlet?
Let us go within. The voice of that man maddens me. I will not have my daughter dance while he is continually crying out. I will not have her dance while you are looking at her in this fashion. In a word, I will not have her dance.
Do not rise, my wife, my queen. It will avail thee nothing. I will not go within till she hath danced. Dance, Salome. Dance for me.
Do not dance, my daughter.
I'm ready, Tetrarch.
You see that she has danced for me, your daughter. Come near, Salome, come near, that I may give you your reward. Ha ha ha! I pay the dancers well. I will pay thee royally. I will give thee whatsoever thy soul desireth. What wouldst thou have? Speak!
I would that they presently bring me in a silver charger.
Surely, yes! In a silver charger! She is charming, is she not? Oh, what is it you would have in a silver charger, oh sweet and fair Salome? You, who are fairer than all the daughters of Judea, what would you have them bring thee in a silver charger? Tell me, whatsoever it may be, they shall give it you. My treasures belong to thee. What is it, Salome?
The head of Yochanan.
That is well said, my daughter.
No.
That is well said, my daughter.
No, Salome! You do not ask me that. Do not listen to your mother's voice. She is ever giving you evil counsel. Do not heed her.
I do not heed my mother. It is for mine own pleasure that I ask the head of Yochanan in a silver charger. You hath sworn, Herod, Forget not that you have sworn an oath.
I have sworn by my God, but I pray you, Salome, ask of me something else. Ask of me the half of my kingdom, and I will give it you.
I ask of you the head of Yochanan.
No, I do not wish it.
You have sworn, Herod.
Yes, you have sworn. Everybody heard you.
Be silent! It is not to you I speak.
My daughter has done well to ask the head of Yochanan. He has covered me with insults. He has said monstrous things against me. One can see that she loves her mother well. Do not yield, my daughter. He has sworn.
Be silent! Speak not to me! Come, Salome, be reasonable. I have never been hard to you. I have ever loved you. It may be that I have loved you too much. Therefore, ask not this thing of me. This is a terrible thing, an awful thing to ask of me. Surely you're jesting. The head of a man that is cut from his body is an ill thing for the eyes of a virgin to look upon, is it not? What pleasure could you have in it? None. No, it is not what you desired. Hearken to me.
I demand the head of Yochanan.
No, you would not have that. You say that to trouble me, because I have looked at you all this evening. It is true, I have looked at you all this evening. Your beauty troubled me. Your beauty has grievously troubled me, and I have looked at you too much. But I will look at you no more. Neither at things nor at people should one look. Only in mirrors should one look, for mirrors do but show us masks. Oh, bring wine. I thirst. Salome, let us be friends, huh? Come now. What would I say? What was it? I remember. Salome. Oh, nay, but come nearer to me. I fear you will not hear me over there. Salome, you know my white peacocks, My beautiful white peacocks that walk in the garden between the myrtles and the tall cypress trees. Their beaks are gilded with gold, and the grains that they eat are gilded with gold also, and their feet are stained purple. I am sure that Caesar himself has no bird so fair as my birds. I will give you 50 of my 100 peacocks, huh? In the world, there is no king who has peacocks like unto my peacocks. But I will give them all to you. Only you must loose me from my oath and must not ask of me that which you ask me.
Give me the head of Yochanan.
Well said, my daughter. As for you, you're ridiculous with your peacocks.
Be silent! You cry out always. You cry out like a beast of prey. Your voice wearies me. Be silent. I say, Salome, think of what you are doing. This man comes perchance from God. He is a holy man. The finger of God has touched him. God has put into his mouth terrible words. In the palace, as in the desert, God is always with him. At least it is possible. One does not know. It is possible that God is for him and with him. Furthermore, if he died, some misfortune might happen to me. In any case, he said that the day he dies, a misfortune will happen to someone. That could only be to me. Remember, I slipped in blood when I entered. Also, I heard a beating of wings in the air, a beating of mighty wings. These are very evil omens, and there were others. I am sure there were others, though I did not see them. Well, Salome, you do not wish a misfortune to happen to me. You don't wish that.
Give me the head of Yochanan.
You are not listening to me. Be calm. I am calm. I am quite calm. Listen. Okay. Listen. I have jewels. I have jewels hidden in this place. Jewels that your mother even has never seen. Jewels that are marvelous. I have a collar of pearls set in 4 rows. I have amethysts of 2 kinds. One that is black like wine, and one that is red like wine, which has been colored with water. I have onyxes like the eyeballs of a dead woman. I have moonstones. I have moonstones that change when the moon changes, and are wan when they see the sun. I have a crystal into which it is not lawful for a woman to look, nor may young men behold it until they have been beaten with rods. In a coffer of nacre, I have 3 wondrous turquoises. He who wears them on his forehead can imagine things which are not, and he who carries them in his hand can make a woman sterile. These are great treasures above all price. What desirest thou more than this, Salome? Tell me the thing that thou desirest, and I will give it thee, save one thing. I will give thee all that is mine, save one life. I will give thee the mantle of the high priest. I will give thee the veil of the sanctuary.
Give me the head of Yochanan.
Let her be given what she asks. Of a truth, she is her mother's child. Take the damn death ring and get on with it. Who has drunk my wine? There was wine in my cup. It was full of wine. Someone has drunk it. Who has taken my ring? There was a ring in my right hand. Oh, surely some evil will befall someone. Wherefore did I give my oath? Kings ought never to pledge their word. If they keep it, it is terrible. And if they keep it not, it is terrible also.
My daughter has done well.
I am sure that some misfortune will happen.
There is no sound. I hear nothing. Why does he not cry out, this man? If any man sought to kill me, I would cry out. I would struggle. I would not suffer.
Fire!
Thou wouldst not suffer me to kiss thy mouth, Yochanan. Well, I will kiss it now. I will bite it with my teeth as one bites a ripe fruit. Wherefore dost thou not look at me, Yochanan? Thine eyes that were so terrible, so full of rage and scorn, are shut now. Wherefore are they shut? Open thine eyes! Lift up thine eyelids, Yochanan. Wherefore dost thou not look at me? Art thou afraid of me, Yochanan, that thou wilt not look at me? And thy tongue, that was like a red snake darting poison, it moves no more. It says nothing now, Yochanan, that scarlet viper that spat its venom upon me. It is strange, is it not? How is it that the red viper stirs no longer? Thou wouldst have none of me, Yochanan. Thou didst reject me. Thou didst speak evil words against me. Thou didst treat me as a harlot, as a wanton, me, Salome, daughter of Herodias, princess of Judea. Well, Yochanan, I still live, but thou art dead, and thy head belongs to me. I can do with it what I will. I can throw it to the dogs and to the birds of the air. That which the dogs leave, the birds of the air shall devour. Yochanan, Yochanan. All other men are hateful to me, but thou wert beautiful. There was nothing in the world so white as thy body. There was nothing in the world so black as thy hair. In the whole world, there was nothing so red as thy mouth. Thy voice was a censer that scattered strange perfumes. And when I looked on thee, I heard a strange music. Well, thou hast seen thy God, Yochanan. But me, thou didst never see. If thou hadst seen me, thou wouldst have loved me. I saw thee, Yochanan, and I loved thee. Oh, how I loved thee. I love thee yet, Yochanan. I love thee only. I am athirst for thy beauty. I am hungry for thy body, and neither wine nor fruits can appease my desire. What shall I do now, Yochanan? Neither the floods nor the great waters can quench my passion. I was a princess, and thou didst scorn me. I was a virgin, and thou didst take my virginity from me. I was chaste, and thou didst fill my veins with fire. Wherefore didst thou not look at me, Yochanan? If thou hadst looked at me, thou hadst loved me. Well, I know that thou wouldst have loved me, and the mystery of love is greater than the mystery of death. Love only should one consider.
She is monstrous, thy daughter. She is altogether monstrous. In truth, what she has done is a great crime. I am sure that it was a crime against an unknown god.
I approve of what my daughter has done, and I will stay here now.
Ah! There speaks the incestuous wife. Come! I will not stay here. Come, I tell thee. Surely some terrible thing will befall. Manessa, Issachar, Ozias, put out the torches. I will not look at things. I will not suffer things to look at me. Put out the torches! Hide the moon! Hide the stars! Let us hide ourselves in our palace, Herodias! I begin to be afraid.
What an evening. We could have never expected.
Come on, let's go.
Let's
We should be leaving right this way. Come on. Let's get out of here.
Even another moment of this.
I have kissed thy mouth, Yochanan. I have kissed thy mouth. There was a bitter taste on thy lips. Was it the taste of blood? They say that love hath a bitter taste. I have kissed thy mouth, Yochanan.
Kill that woman.
You've been listening to a free radio play from the Scranton Shakespeare Festival, a theater company offering free professional productions to the public. Founded in 2011, Scranton Shakes is funded by grants and donations from our audience, people like you. If you feel able, consider making a tax-deductible donation at scrantonshakes.com. Your contribution will help keep our theater accessible for years to come.